한국경제신문 문화부의 김보라 기자입니다. 오늘은 홍콩을 넘어 전 세계 예술계에서 영향력을 끼치고 있는 슈퍼 컬렉터이자 기업인 에이드리언 청을 만나보도록 하겠습니다. Can you introduce yourself and just say hello to Korean audiences?
Hello, Korean audience. My name is Adrian Cheng, and I'm the founder of K11 Art Foundation.
Can you just tell me your goals and purpose here?
Okay, so I think there's no doubt that I love Korea very much.
Yes.
I think the reason why we are establishing a entity here is because Korea has a very strong creative soil.
Okay.
And that creative landscape harbors different forms, from fashion to art to design to architecture,
Yeah.
even to little things like F&Bs or coffee.
Yes.
It's extremely creative, and people are able to imagine a different world. So I think it's very important that for me, my goal in Korea is to plant a seed in this creative soil
Okay.
and connect with the world
Okay.
and also the audience in the world to bridge it and
Okay.
also collaborate, combine, connect, and see what chemistry can come out of it.
Okay. Okay.
I think the art side is very important too, because that represents creativity, imagination. So, and I want to really create my imagination of the world
Okay.
in Korea,
All right.
so that I can first let the Korean audience to see what my imagination is, my creation is, but also creating this community
Okay.
with Korea and the global audience. Whether it's going to be collectors, whether artists, curators, museum directors, the entire art landscape and the Korea creative landscape all combined together to
Okay.
cross-pollinate each other.
So, in that point, what do you think of the characteristic of Korean people, and anything you can find out unique to Koreans and the society
I think
of here?
Korean culture is very unique, and there's a lot of local heritage
Okay.
to it. And I think from the food we Koreans eat
Yes.
to the traditional crafting guild, there's a lot of elements and also creative elements too that you can combine those elements with a universal language. There's a universal language, and you can be part of the universal language, and that language can be combined and comprised of art, fashion, design.
Okay.
We can bring global artists, global emerging artists. Having a conversation with local Korean heritage. We can do different conversation, different dialogues between different forms, different creative expressions, and this is the way that we foster the exchange. And because of that, you can actually create something that is some content that is original. These days content can be very one-sided.
Yeah.
It's a Western content. This is domestic content. But sometimes content can be also cross-pollinated.
Okay.
And if you can actually find a balancing point that we can cross-pollinate, I think that's something that's going to be, the content will be very amazing.
Particular designer or artist you're focusing on in Korea, like we see this picture painting. It's lovely. Yoo Young-guk's painting.
Yeah, I like a lot of Korean artists, like Ibul,
Okay.
like Nam June Pak.
Okay.
I like Nam June Pak very much.
Yeah.
I like it because he is the forefront of video media artists, art in the 60s and 70s. I like a lot Do Ho-seo. Do Ho-seo, right?
Yeah.
Do Ho-seo, doing mixing
Sodo, yeah.
Sodo-ho,
Yes.
sorry. Sodo-ho, and mixing architecture with fabrics.
Yes.
And the fabric is actually very Korean fabrics
Yes.
to some extent, representing a certain message on housing of the Korean lives, but expressing it using architecture in a different art form.
Yes.
So I think it's interesting. There's a lot of great artists in Korea.
You have to say any message to Korean people for the last, and I will let you go. So before you go, just tell them to maybe youngsters in Korea, you want to say something. Just tell us.
Every single one of you is able to create and imagine and make things to become reality. As long as you have a strong willpower and you want things to happen, the universe is going to give you everything that you want.
Thank you for the interview today.
Thank you very much.
네, 이상으로 에이드리언 청과의 인터뷰를 모두 마치겠습니다. 한국경제신문 김보라였습니다.